This is the scandal. This is the activity of these midnight soldiers of the national security state that have been defying our Constitution, have been defiling our democratic process. This is a cancer deep in the chest of our American body politic. And these are the men who will tell you that you have to be afraid, that you cannot dare to look into the operation to remove this cancer, because the body politic is not strong enough to withstand the operation. They will tell you that you must follow them and listen to them and allow them to minimize the dangers so they won't embarrass our body politic. These are the men who have never trusted in the health of the body politic of our country. They have never trusted in the democratic processes and the constitutional systems that we have. They are the ones who had to go to the back alleys and to the drug smugglers, to the Santo Traficantes, to the Vang Paos. And we can understand what has gone wrong in our country. What has happened? Why is it that people are not so proud to be Americans anymore? Why is it that we have endless enemies throughout the world?
The fact of the matter is that, it's time for us to wake up and realize that we're in a bad dream here. And the test is are we going to tolerate this? We need to get the city of Santa Cruz declared to be a constitutional rights protection zone. Yes. That in fact they will not obey. They will not obey the National Defense Authorization Act. They will not allow any federal officials to come in to arrest any citizens of Santa Cruz without probable cause to believe that we've committed a crime. We need to have the right to counsel. We need to have the right to habeas corpus. We need to have the right to confront our accusers. That we will not tolerate this. They're saying that our acquiescence, with full knowledge that this is going on right now, our acquiescence to that can be taken as direct evidence of the fact that we agree to it.
Yes.
And because if you don't protest, they're saying that you're agreeing to it. And the problem is that the American people are now becoming acclimated to this. That the people are actually saying, well, if it's necessary to protect us against Osama bin Laden and all of these people, it's okay. I don't mind them taking my constitutional rights. I wasn't using them anyway. And so that's the crisis that we're in right now, that we are in fact now experiencing every day. This stuff has been going on by the Bush administration, but the fact that it's going on under the Obama administration causes all kinds of people who are registered Democrats to go, well, it can't be that bad if Obama is doing it, or else Obama won't do it to anybody except those that really deserve it. You need to remember that the same thing happened in Germany from 1924 to 1934 to 1938. All those times they rolled into place one thing after another, one regulation statute after another, where it became legal. And because they had no constitution like we do, they didn't have the ability to say, well, it may be, the statute may authorize it, but that's not constitutional. We do have that right. We have our Constitution. We have to stand up against the John Hughes, the David Addingtons, the Dick Cheneys. Put these people in a row and look at them, and see what we're dealing with here. We don't have to tolerate this type of conduct. And the story in the book of The People's Advocate is the story of how just a few of us stood up, and then more and more of us stood up, and more of us stood up. We stood up against the private nuclear power industry. We stood up against the enterprise. We stood up against the administrations of Bush and Reagan, and we brought them to a stop. And that's what we have to do again. Okay, so that's the story of The People's Advocate. And I want you to get a copy of it. I want you to read it. View it as a primer. View it as a textbook. View it as a training manual. To figure out what we have to do in the present time, because it's the present time we have to worry about. All of the history is just a prologue to training us to get ready for what we have to do now. Okay, Barbara.